So the brain bracket is it's an intervention of my own design. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to send that over to you, Tanya, so you can share this out via your platforms and my platforms. And we want everybody to have this. It is a fabulous exercise to build perspective taking and take people through a systematic deconstruction of thoughts and opinions and the difference between our opinions and facts. So suffice it to say, I'm going to go through it quickly. You'll be familiar with this bracket if you've ever played March Madness. You're going to pick a topic you know a lot about or care a lot about. Because we've been used fast food a lot, I'll keep saying fast food. So I'm going to write my 8 favorite fast food places: Wendy's, Taco Bell, Arby's, Roy Rogers, McDonald's, Burger King, Sonic, and Tim Hortons, because Canada, right? And then I'm going to go through in my head, and then for each couplet, I'm going to think which one's going to win, which one would move to the next round. But before I write my answers down for the middle 4 bracket, I'm going to pass my sheet to the left, and somebody else is going to fill in those answers for me. Now that's going to make me very upset because I'm going to be like, no, but they were my answers. They're my thoughts. Tough. You got to deal with other people's opinions somehow, right? And then those people write the 4, and then we pass again, they write the 2, and we pass again, they write the 1. And what ends up happening is that you are forced to deal with people having differences of opinion with you, and then how those differences of opinion manifest in conversation, right? Oh, your favorite fast food place is Wendy's. Oh, that's my second favorite fast food place. I really like Tim Hortons. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, you've never even heard of Tim Hortons? You've never been to Canada, right? And then when I point out to Mickey, it's like, instead of yelling at somebody or lecturing them, how could you possibly not know? It's an opportunity to connect, right? Your favorite hockey team is the Calgary Flames. My favorite hockey team is the Florida Panthers. It is more important. It's actually the New Jersey Devils, right? In Jersey forever. It's actually much more important that we both like hockey than it is that we have the same team. Such a great way to reframe differences of opinion. So all the directions are here. I've laid it out very clearly. I want you to use this thing. It's great in the workplace. It's great in schools. It's great in even, I mean, honestly, if you're this kind of family, you could do this. There's a family event, like live stream it, I guess. I don't know. The most important things of this is that you cannot comment on anybody else's answers, and you can't yell at anybody. And then when we process it together, right, the facilitator makes sure that we reframe the disagreements as positive, reframe not knowing something as an opportunity to learn. Because if I'm picking Major League Lacrosse teams and I pass it to Tonya and she's like, I got nothing. I got, hey, it is the official sport of Canada. Many people think it's hockey, but it's lacrosse. I would say, all right, well, just guess. That's okay. You can just guess, right?
Or I might probably want to talk about cricket or football.
I love cricket, right? I'm not very good at it, because I'm used to the baseball thing where if you hit the ball, you got to run. In cricket, you don't have to until you're ready, which is like a whole different thing. Cricket is fun though. I played it when I was in Australia. And we process and we use this as a natural way to build executive functioning because we're waiting our turn, right? And it's the thing, just guess, do your best, right? It's all about an opportunity to connect with people rather than knowing everything, because you can't know everything about everything, and there are no objective right answers, right? I mean, this isn't, if you listed your 8 favorite US presidents, you could make reasonable arguments for how all 8 of them are the best US president, or fast food restaurant, or hockey team, or color, or number, right? And sometimes I'll get kids be like, well, 8 is a bigger number than 7, so 8 wins. I'm not saying absolute value. I'm saying preference. Big difference. So lots of processing. What did you know about the topic? What was it like to have somebody else answer your question? These are great ways to facilitate those conversations. What did you learn about others? What's the difference between objective facts and feelings? Important to note that many things feel like facts, but they're actually opinions because we care about them so much. Once again, we want to focus on the how much you care rather than that you're conflating facts and opinions. Lots of other activities here. No way we could cover all of them in 45 minutes. Some of them are free. Some of them are cost. I've tried to note that here because who isn't on a budget these days? Lots of off-the-shelf games as well. Super Fight is a great one. Pitch Deck, Apples to Apples, Jackbox, lots of great things. Great for families, great, once again, great for classrooms. And when in doubt, talk it out, right? When in doubt, facilitate conversations, always returning to the idea that differences of opinion are normal. We can engage with people when we have differences of opinion. And it is more important to choose to use those gaps as an opportunity to connect rather than an opportunity to lecture. Because if I'm lecturing you, you're shutting down, you're not listening to me. But if I'm like, hey, what would you like to learn about this? And can I share my thoughts with you? I've invited you into my world. And you may choose to answer that or not, but it's a much more collaborative thing. It is that, once again, it's cognitive flexibility in action, because I'm acknowledging that you're different than me and acknowledging that we can connect over that. So lots of other, lots of questions. Like I said, no way we can cover all of this in 45 minutes. Here's how to find me. You were nice to have a shout out my Facebook group before. Please join us there. We have a lot of fun, super nerdy fun, but that's my favorite kind of fun. My website, my email address. This is such an important topic. It's everywhere. It's going to make a lot of things easier. So please feel free to download this presentation, share these resources. And if you ever have any questions, lots of ways to contact either one of us to continue the conversation and facilitate more dialogue on that. And as for that, yes, because I'm a good student here, all my sources. See, I did the real research, right? But that's the end of that. So that's the end of that.
That was just awesome, Dr. Matt. Thank you so much. My brain was just churning, and I took some notes in terms of, just the inflexibility that, that people experience. Like I could see it not just with, as you shared earlier, not just children, but adults, right? And, I think sometimes that could lead to make or break situations where there is like a rigidity, like I'm not moving, I'm not budging from my view on this. And I liked how you said that for gifted persons, I would say, that it starts to get infused with how you see yourself as a person, and it's a personal attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I liked how you said it could be used for children, it could be used in families. It's just really helping people shift a bit,
Yeah. Well, and I think, and you spoke to something that I didn't really mention, which I think is also really important here, is that, shifting a little bit, right? Like, it's not something that you are going to snap your fingers and be good at, right? It takes time, it takes practice, it's granular, which is good because it's shades of gray. You don't go from, I have no cognitive flexibility, to completely cognitively flexible. Nobody does that, right? But sure, kids, like, if you can stop and think a little bit more, if you can wait a little bit more before you respond, those pieces start what we call a virtuous cycle, right? The idea of moving upward in a positive direction is success breeds more success. And isn't that what we want for our kids?
Yes, definitely. Right. Definitely. Well, I know that you have to get back to your kids, and I have my kid waiting on me too.
It never ends, right? It's
never ends.
A full-time job on top of a full-time job. But
yes,
this was phenomenal. I would love to come back if we ever want to do this again.
Please, I would love that.
Yes. And then and just call Trinidad and Tobago, and we'll just do our talent search while we're down there.
Already on it.
I love it.
All right. Until next time, Dr. Matt. Bye for now. You too. Bye-bye.